cruise up the Inside Passage to Southeast Alaska this year, and wants to know if we could recommend any books or cruising guides that would help them along the way. You know, our go-to book, our go-to guide everywhere we go is always Charlie's Charts. Charlie's Charts, north to Alaska. It's Victoria, British Columbia to Glacier Bay, all the way up the Inside Passage, and it's a great guide. It is a little bit dated.
And it is quite a bit more limited than the other guides.
And it's limited to that route
yeah.
from, you know, up the Inside Passage and up to Glacier Bay, and doesn't do any, you know, side tripping around. But it's a little bit dated, but it's still, you know, the sort of the benchmark guide, and we always recommend it.
Yeah.
As far as being dated goes, we found they are all out of date.
Boy,
some of them seriously out of date. But okay, so don't worry too much about that. I'll explain why. This is Exploring Southeast Alaska by Don Douglas. This one is the most comprehensive guide. There's also one that we did not use. It's the Inside Passage guide, also by Don Douglas. But this is very comprehensive. It has information for cruising boats that is not in any of the other guides.
Well, it goes off of the
It includes notes from the Coast Pilot as well. This is Coast Pilot number 8.
Yeah.
Published by NOAA.
And these are put out every year.
Yep, annual editions. Even this had information in it that we found to be 15 years out of date.
Yeah. And
even this one.
Angoon, perfect example.
Angoon, yes.
So
but primary source of information always, no matter what kind of guides you're using, is always your eyes and your ears. Because the only thing you know for sure is what you can see.
But the fun thing about the Coast Pilot is we could look on our chart and look at little bays and coves, and they're listed down the coast, cove and bay.
Oh yes,
cove and bay
the most comprehensive hard information for all mariners is in the Coast Pilot.
So if you're going out cruising without
definitely get one of these. It's the book. But the others are helpful, especially if you want to explore the little nooks and crannies of Southeast Alaska, the Douglas book.
And that also is put out every year with
updates.
So hopefully, David, that answers your question. And thanks for joining us on Cruising Lealea Q&A.